Hello, everybody. How are you? Good to be here. Today is Thursday, 23rd of October. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. We certainly are. We've actually got a day off today before we go back to work again tomorrow. So we've been doing lots of bits and pieces in between all the rain here in the UK. Not very good at all at the moment, but hey, there you go. OES wise, nothing new there. Obviously, we are waiting to hear um, or see a pop-up there from the last what to expect as we move forward pop-up. Obviously, they are still very much working behind the scenes to get that right number for the priority positions. I hope the recap yesterday helped you guys understand a little bit more of the meeting with Ash Mufareh the other day on Tuesday. I really enjoyed it. It was, for me, very informative. There was an awful lot of information there, and we really need to make sure that we listen to it several times so it really does sink in. Obviously, I did it my best to recap it yesterday. But there is an awful lot of information there that we need to understand how things are progressing. And for this session, I want to focus on the one part that our CEO said, and that was about the value of and the impact of that value it's going to have on all of us when we enter Victory with Ash. It really is important that we understand what that impact is. So obviously the selection process is going on, and as he said on his on the live that he did the other day, it's not been an easy process because of the amount. And obviously we told you about the amount. 600,000 people filled out the application form. That was then brought down to immediately in half to 300,000, and then 20,000, 10,000, and to around about 60-ish people. That is not a confirmed number, by the way. This is just what he said at the time. Could be more than that. We'll have to obviously wait and see who the people are that have got that priority position. But what I want to talk to you today about is the value of us being in Victory with Ash. And that is why I want to give you the similarities between value and the impact this is going to have. Why? Because he actually said that the selection process isn't easy and wasn't easy due to the amount of value that people are going to get when they get into Victory with Ash. The platform is ready for those selected first priority position people. It is ready for those, and the company is going to work exclusively with those lucky people in this very, very first phase. We need to understand that that is just the beginning. Okay, it is not the end for everybody by any means. There is going to be a secondary lot of people that will be then invited to Victory with Ash through that priority position group of people. And again, all that information we will give to you when we know a lot more. So the company are going to work with the initial people, and then in the same fashion, they're going to then work with the initial people and then the secondary after that. It really is important that we understand that this is not going to be good news for everybody, but it's certainly going to be good news for an awful, awful lot of you. That is for sure. And so whether you are coming in within that first or second wave, or even later on, everybody will have access to that same value within Victory with Ash. The same quality that's going to be there of the platform, because we need to understand there is no timestamp. here. Okay, there's no specific date that you entered it. That has no relevance whatsoever. It is nothing to do with the people who in first get the best spoils, etc., and all the rest of it. It is a structure, and this is what we need to understand. This is being built very strategically, very much by structure. And the reasoning behind this is to make it a successful business, but also to make us succeed as well. Having this very bespoke training, obviously, with the initial um, priority position people, and then the secondary wave or phase of people, and then so on after that. This is the best way of building a very aligned, secure family community of people before we then go on to the ultimate business. I am going to reiterate once again that Victory with Ash is not the main business. Okay, this is the learning center, the holding tank. This is where we are going to get the information of the next business. And all of it comes with huge responsibility for ourselves moving forward. Why? Because there is going to be an awful lot of proprietary information that we will receive within Victory with Ash. So why is giving great value within a business so impactful, not only to individuals, but also to that business itself? Why is this a real new way forward for a lot of companies? What does it do that sets us apart from other companies when we are focusing on that impact of value rather than the impact of financial gain? Big differences here. So giving value to a business really does have a significant impact on its overall value, financial support for performance, of course. If you give value, that then transfers into money as well. It helps to give market position. Why? Because when you are giving that value within a business, then it actually perks people to want to know more about it. It has a big impact. And also, it also helps for that potential growth within whatever industry you are. And a business that creates and delivers that value successfully can charge actually higher prices for what they are doing. That and then in return increases their profitability, and it also helps to build a strong reputation. Why? Because you are giving value. How many times have you been to a restaurant, you've eaten out, and the bill comes? It's not cheap by any means, but you walk away saying, I had great value for money. Business is the same as this. When you have a customer base and they purchase something from you, they find it good value for what they are getting, then the price area has no merit whatsoever, because people are looking at the value they are getting, not the price they are paying. So if you can start changing the way that we are thinking here of giving the value rather than looking at the profit, profit will come, but you are focusing on the value that you are giving to the customer, to the people that are there. Then you'll start realizing how important that is for the growth of the business, for yourselves as well, because at the end of the day, we are going to be selling product. which will be commission based in the ultimate business. And what we're doing in Victory with Ash is learning all of the skills that we need to be able to facilitate that very professionally in the right way, because we've been taught it, and we can then implement it when we go to Victory with Ash. So let's have a look at some of the key impacts then that giving value actually help with. They help to add, you can add a higher price to the things that you are doing because it has unique features that others don't have, maybe higher quality of products or services that this your company have that others don't have, and this can be charged at a higher price. Also, greater market appeal resulting from the value added features can lead to higher sales in revenue because of that value that you are giving. And this obviously adds to the profit margin of the product or service that you are selling. Within market position and reputation, you can stand out from your competitors because of this value you are giving. This is the impact that it gives. By adding a unique feature or benefit helps a business differentiate itself from competitors and gain that competitive edge. It also helps to attract new customers and retain existing ones because of the value that you are giving. That leads to a larger market share. And also, customers may be willing to pay more for a product if it aligns with their specific values. And that strong reputation can also build through excellent customer service and also the community engagement. I've said many times, haven't I, that I really do believe that moving forward, this community that we have got is going to end up filtering out into the customer base as well. I think it's all going to be very much hand in hand. If you think of it along the lines of how Ash Mufareh is already working with priority positions, secondary positions, and so on, that is working hand in hand. He said it on his live, how important it is that we work together to get the right results. It is important that we understand that that connotation between the two is going to have a huge impact for so many people. Wait 1 second, just to make sure nothing's happening. Okay. We also need to understand as well that this impact and value is also going to help loyalty retention. Why? Because when customers feel they are getting good value, it leads to a higher satisfaction for them, which means higher chance of repeated purchase and greater loyalty. And also, a diverse and loyal customer base indicates stability and reduced risk as far as the company is concerned, which also attracts other investors and buyers to you because of that stability. So see how this is all starting to grow as far as having that focus on the value rather than focusing on price. The impact is already starting to show because of what you are putting in place is starting to filter out, is starting to go. People are noticing, and this is one of the reasons why our CEO continually says, you will be the hunted. Because people are wanting and will want to know what you are doing. They, the company, are supplying everything that you need to be successful. People will see you being successful. And when that happens, they will want to know how you have been successful. All because of the value that we are giving. That is what the impact is going to have to you as a person. Your personal impact is going to be that. It also helps to build intangible assets such as brand reputation, customer loyalty, proprietary technology, which can significantly increase the business worth. Not that that's going to affect us at all, because obviously privately owned, etc. So what they are doing is very, very clever. They are using the cutting edge technology and products to give that significant extra value that helps a business stay ahead of other competitors, builds a strong relationship, increasing that perceived value of the products and the services that we're going to have. It's also going to help with customer service, brand image, okay? Helps increase repeat purchases and all those sort of things as well, and builds excellent relationships, okay, that are mutually benefit to the business and the industry that we are in. It really is interesting to start getting your head around when you realize that what our CEO says, that what is happening in Victory with Ash is a gift. He is paying for everything. We aren't paying a dime. That is value right there. When he says this is a gift because it is going to have such an impact on your personal lives because of what you're going to see within it, the value you are going to get from it, that is going to increase your life as far as bettering it financially and also knowledgeably, if there's such a word as knowledgeably, then you start understanding how special and lucky we all are to be in the position we are here right now. And when I say we, I mean every single person who has already and knows about Victory with Ash, because we are the first. We are the start of it. We are the start of what is going to go. We are the start of the next business when we see that. We are the ones that are there right at the beginning. And that is such a special place to be in. That is what should get you really excited. It's a bit like when Mark Zuckerberg had his 5 mates round at college, university, talking about what he wanted to do. Okay, that is the kind of how early we are for what is happening. How many times have many of us said, I wish I got in that earlier. I wish I knew about that when it first started. Well, this is our chance. This is our opportunity, because we are being literally gifted it by our CEO and receiving immense value that is going to impact all our lives in a very, very positive way. And this is why, whether you are there within the priority positions, whether you come in on the second wave or whether you come in after that, it makes zero difference to what you are going to learn within Victory with Ash. Everybody will have exactly the same training, value, quality that is there in Victory with Ash. So do not get anxious if you don't make that priority position. Do not get anxious if you do not make the secondary phase of what is going to happen. Do not get anxious if you are after that. Why? Because when you get to Victory with Ash, it is going to be exactly the same for me. It's going to be exactly the same for somebody else. And it's going to be exactly the same for another person. It's not that we have a special key to a separate door. It is not that we are going to get something extra that somebody else is not. Everybody will have the same. This is just a strategic rollout of how the business is going to unfold and build, because it is giving that stability and value to so many people. Anyway, guys, hope this has been helpful. Hope it has helped you understand a little bit more of when we move into Victory with Ash, whether we're first, whether we're next, whether we're theirs, it doesn't matter. There is not going to be a time that you joined. There is not going to be a date that you came in or anything like that. Nobody will know the difference. The only thing that we'll see there is whether you've been past your KYC or something like that, a tick or something. That is all we're going to see there. None of the relics, I suppose, of the past. New start, new business. This is the bridge for us to go into to learn for the ultimate destination that we are all going to. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Be back around tomorrow, Friday, normal time, I think, tomorrow. Yep. And then nothing over the weekend. Got a busy weekend, and obviously I'll be back again on Monday. Okay, so last one tomorrow from me for a couple of days off. Obviously, anything happens, I'll be the first here to let you guys all know. Apart from that, have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.